What is up, guys? JP here. This is my training update for the IPF Classic World Championships 2016. This is an update 6 weeks out from Worlds. You're watching all the training that took place right up to 6 weeks before the contest. You just saw some footage of me coming into Obsidian Strength, the powerlifting club where I train out of and obviously coach from also. We're based in the western suburbs of Melbourne. I've mentioned them a couple of times in previous videos. It was a great day that day coming in. Awesome weather. We had the garage door open, the garage door open, as you saw. It's a nice open space we get the train out of. We've got two ER racks, some Alico bars, I think 5 or 6 Alico bars, and calibrated plates also, which is great to train with. You're watching some squats that took place last Friday. This was Friday, I think the 6th of May. Yes. I'm going to give you some updates on how my training's been going. I'm going to talk a little bit about all 3 lifts. Squat, bench press, and deadlift. I'm kind of running through what's been happening in terms of my training for those lifts, because this has been one of the most, haphazard and poorly planned, not poorly planned, but hasn't gone to plan, I guess, this training block. Before I get into that, this is Anthony Luca, trains out of the gym. This is a 270 kilo deficit pull, which he was super excited about, so was I. He's competing at Worlds with me in the 74 kilo category as a junior. He's going to be absolutely demolishing my deadlift world record in the 74 category, which is 277.5 kilos or 606 pounds. So really looking forward to that world record being smashed, to be honest, by one of my, not only countrymen, but also Obsidian Strength team members, I guess. Okay, so let's start off with the deadlifts is what I want to talk about. If you've been following me for some time, you'll know that I've had a recurring back issue. So, maybe about a month ago, I hurt my back on my right side. I thought it was a rib thing going on. I thought it was a lat thing. That kind of went away somewhat, came back again. I hurt myself again deadlifting. And recently it's popped up again, but on the left side. And when it first came up on this left side, I thought it was my lats. It felt like my left lat was just torn or something. But as the swelling kind of went away, but the pain increased, I realized that it was the same pain that I was getting before. And to cut a long story short, we've come to the conclusion that it's not my lats and it's not my ribs, but really it's my iliocostalis muscle. And I had only 20 minutes of treatment on that last week by my physical therapist, my sports therapist from Western Muscular Therapies, and it feels $1 million, way, way better. It's still lingering, obviously, so I think with some regular treatment, that'll be taken care of. What's causing my iliocostalis muscle to go into spasm like it has been, I'm unsure. Probably a dysfunction somewhere else, but to be honest, that's something that I need to worry about later. With only 5 or 6 weeks before the World Champs, I might just have to put that kind of off. So at the moment with my deadlifting, I'm only deadlifting once a week, and that's sumo. It's low weights. You saw some footage. It will be some triples at 140 kilo. That'll be some footage coming up. So very, very light at the moment. Just reintroducing that. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to introduce some light conventional deadlifts, just to reintroduce even more stress into my low back. Because I am a little bit anxious that there has been some atrophy in that area or some loss of strength. But I have got a bit of a plan, so really looking forward to executing that plan coming into the Worlds in 6 weeks. Now regarding my squats, my squatting has been going really, really good. Again, if you've been following me, you'll know that about 6 to maybe 8 weeks ago, I missed a 200 kilo squat in training, which was honestly like soul crushing. I should be able to squat 200 for 5. So to miss 200 for 1 in training, granted I had some reasons, some excuses, but granted that happened, it was very, very disheartening. So my squat has been coming up. It's in good form now. And because I can't deadlift, I've been squatting a lot more. I've been squatting 6 days a week. So the leg strength is really, really high. So I'm super happy about that. But again, because of all the squatting and low deadlifting, I'm a little bit anxious that my hamstrings and low back have been under-trained and under-stressed. So reintroducing some deadlifts, stiff leg deadlifts, conventional deadlifts, stiff leg deadlifts, RDLs, to just condition that side of my body again is going to be really important over the next few weeks. But yeah, squatting 6 days a week. There's 3 low bar sessions, 2 high bars. You're seeing one of those high bar sessions here. This is high bar, belt with sleeveless. And 1 front squat session. And it's been going really well. So looking forward to building some momentum over the next few weeks. Now, regarding my bench press, that's been going great. Again, as you might already be aware, I'm currently having my bench programming and coaching taken care of by my good friend Rex Parsons, who lives out in Perth. Now, he's not self-proclaimed powerlifting coach, powerlifting guru, but he's somebody that I trust, which I think is something really important with your programming. You need to be somebody you trust. So I trust him. I'm good friends with him. He is very smart, a good bench presser himself. We get along really well, so there's lots of communication. And it just means that I can take a little bit of the stress away from my own training, because bench press honestly does play with my mind a little bit. So having someone else take care of that is very, very, I guess, comforting. And yeah, it means that I guess as an athlete I can execute a little bit better. I don't need to overthink my bench press programming and training. Now, one thing I have introduced in my training over the last few weeks that I have been getting a few questions about is the use of knee wraps. So you're going to see me using some knee wraps in this session. I'm currently using the SBD training wraps, just in training, so you'll see that here. And this is just in ×2 speed, just to give you an idea of what I'm doing here. So I'm using the 2-meter SBD training wraps. The SBD also have a competition wrap, which I'm not bothering to use obviously because I'm just in training anyway. It's a little bit softer. The training wraps are a little bit softer than the comp wraps. And I'm just using this, I guess, for a bit of fun, to be honest, a bit of variation. And it also gives me an opportunity to handle some heavier loads, because like I said, my confidence is shot with my squats. So opportunity to handle some heavier loads. And this session is done 2 days before my main heavy squat session. So here I'm walking out 195, and a couple of days later I'm squatting raw in knee sleeves, 190 kilos. Now there's a couple of different ways to wrap your knees. In this video, as you saw, use a Nichols tread. Sometimes it's called a triple X, sometimes it's called a spiral X. Got a couple of different names. Basically, you crisscross your way up the knee before tying off. Sometimes you use a spiral and an X. I mean, there's really not that much of a difference for me. It's not a super stiff wrap, just a training wrap, like I said. And I probably get about 10 or 15 kilos out of it, for those who've asked in the past. Now, if you've got any questions about training or what I've been doing, let me know in the comment sections below. If there's anything you want to see from me in the next few weeks, again, let me know. I do post more regular updates. Granted, they are brief on Instagram, so follow me on Instagram. That's @strong, and that's 5strong. So I replace the S with a 5 because I'm cool like that. Otherwise, yeah, like I said, get in contact with me if you have to. Ask me some questions. Like this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will speak to you at the next update. Thank you very much. Bye.
Joey, come back! How the fuck did you get a bicycle? Holy crap, I'm running like a bicycle person. Oh my god.